Hey, it's Tony P. Coming at you from the basement. La Casa de Perla. Let me lower that a little bit more. That was the Peeling of Tangerine. Now, I'm just gonna hop on here and do a quick video, from the basement. La Casa de la Hacienda de la Perlas. Down here. Just a quick video on Peeling a Tangerine. If you're new to my channel, you probably haven't heard about this band, but if you've been around before, I've talked about them before. Two of the gentlemen in this band went to school with the Queen. I knew them personally. I think they went to college with me for the first couple years anyway, until we sort of parted ways. I don't want that to be too loud. And the other two gentlemen, one I taught his son back in the early part of my career when I taught at a Catholic school. And if you were here last year, I talked about Lynn Ferrero, Crash Ferrero. Now he was one of the brothers. These two gentlemen are brothers. These two are friends. They went to school with the Queen. I knew them. I knew both of these guys. Him a little bit, him a lot. I interviewed him last year. Talked to him a little bit. I wish I had used a camera and videoed it, but I did not. I felt that was a little intrusive. I didn't want to do it. I talked about him last year. He had passed away at a relatively young age. This gentleman was in his 80s. I went to talk to him. What a great conversation that was. We talked about the band. We talked about, did they still get together? We talked about his career in California, moving back to our area. He went to school with my brother-in-law. Wonderful guy. Wonderful. Smart. What a talent. He passed away. And I just thought that I would just jump in here, and since a lot of the people who were in bands when I was growing up are starting to fade away, as we would say, I just want to make note that these guys had a band. They did have an album, The Peeling of Tangerine. It was a blues rock kind of album, and it just piqued my curiosity about this album. The Queen and I both have copies. She graduated with these two gentlemen. They are still around. They're my age. These gentlemen were a little bit older. I went on Discogs just to see about it. There were issues made. I asked him about royalties, and he said, well, we sold them a long time ago. We needed the money. And if you get a newer one that says new, it's a reissue. The original one, I'll pull out the Queen's here. This is her copy. That's the playlist on the back. You notice My Main Woman, that takes up the whole second half there. That's them playing. That's their producer. I think his name is Steven. Steven was his last name, I think. I don't know what his first name was. But if you go buy it, the original came on orange. Orange, it says Steven's production on there. This is my copy. It has my name on it. I did not realize that I had put my name on there. And so evidently, that was the Queen's copy that was playing. Mine has a couple bumps and bruises, and so it wasn't clean. I cleaned hers. But if you find one orange label, the highest it sold for was in 2025. It sold for $345, which scared the living bejesus out of me because I didn't, what did I know? I went on eBay. I think there's only 3 on eBay. One guy wanted $100 for it, but his had a white label, and it wasn't a promo. It looked a little, might have been a bootleg. I don't know. But there were 2 other ones that were Stevens Productions with the orange label. And one wanted 200 and some, the other one wanted 300 and some, I think. And I'm not just saying it because I had them. I just was curious about it. And there's CDs out, and if you just want to buy one list of the CDs, I think they're relatively, in the teens. But I just thought I'd pass that on. El Ferrero he did a little bit of everything. He was an accountant, he was a husband, he was a Navy veteran. He had a wonderful career as a musician. I even think that he fixed guitars for a while, or worked on guitars for a while. As a matter of fact, when I interviewed him, I think he was working on a guitar. So he was an accountant. He did everything. Nicest guy in the world. And I'm just sad to say that, your heroes are going off. All that good music that was in the 60s and 70s, it was slow. The music will stay here forever, but the people performing them are fading. So that's me. See what. It's a good album. Tony P. saying sayonara, goodbye. God bless you. May the force be with you. May all your records be flat. May your stylus run true. Whoop-de-doo for your Subaru. Ciao, ciao. Love you.